Hi YouTube, this is Chrysanthemum, bringing you up to date on some of the things that's going on in Atlanta, Georgia. First of all, we will turn to this little picture right here. This little lady, Morgan Tukes, however you say it. This little girl, 17 years old, went to school. Some reports are saying that she shot herself at home. Some reports are saying that she shot herself at school. 17 years old, shot herself at school. So now, since she shot herself at school, she's facing felony gun possession of a minor, because they're saying that she stole the school. She stole the gun. And then she shot herself. It was a 38, a pink 38. Where the hell do they make pink guns? But I guess they do. She had to. They shut the school down because they thought somebody was shooting at her down. But no, that wasn't the case. She was the one. I think that she might be a little bit slow. I mean, I'm not saying it because she's big, but I really believe that she might be just a little bit slow. Maybe she was being bullied because she looks like Precious. I don't know. But I don't know. I mean, she's a little bit special, I guess. And then I'm trying to find this other one, because there's a guy who was in Decatur. His charges were dropped because he was saying that last year, when he was arrested for having possession of marijuana, he was saying that he was planted. So now his lawyer and him have a video of what happened, because the arrest happened outside of a store, which you all know that most stores have these videos going. So since the store had the video going, they got the video, him and his lawyer, and you can clearly see the officer tells the lady officer to go and stand by the guy. First of all, I'm never sitting on the curb if I ever get arrested, so I don't understand why grown-ass men sit on the curb. Stand your ass. You're a man. You ain't a dog. For some reason, these people out here sit on the curb. I don't know why. Anyway, because my father, who was the officer of the goddamn law, told us, don't you ever sit on the curb. Anyway, so now he was supposed to go to court for the first time for the charges, and all of a sudden they dropped him because his lawyer and him contacted the news yesterday, and the news wanted to ask they call it a solicitor, but I guess it's the district attorney out here, you know, what was going on with this case, because they saw the tape. The police, not the police, the news saw the tape, and clearly you could see this fool planting this marijuana on this guy. He was just walking by, speaking to somebody he knew that was in the parking lot. I guess that person was leaving out of the store, and the police just pulled up behind the guy's car and then just started acting like they were conducting some type of drug transaction, but they weren't. It's just that these officers, I guess they had to make a quota, so they might have had their own personal weed, and they called themselves planting it on this guy. Let me see, what is this guy's name? They don't say his name. Oh, his last name. His last name is Ellaby. His name is Alfonso Ellaby. His lawyer looks a fucking mess. I will put the link up so that you can see it. Oh wow, wait till you get to the part of his lawyer in this video. Ooh, Yeah, I don't think I would have chose him. But I guess he did a good job, because the guy's case got dropped today and he was supposed to be going to court for the first time tomorrow. So that's another thing. The third thing is this doggone stadium, which is the funniest thing. They keep trying to get this new stadium for these, what's the name of the football team here? Falcons. The name of these Falcons. It's the funniest thing, because the way that they're trying to come about it is just so ghetto. Like, how are you going to tell people that you're going to give them $15 million to fix up the infrastructure around the stadium, and you had asked somebody to give you $200 million? So out of the $200 million, you want us to give you $185 million, because $15 million is going to be going towards the infrastructure, which $15 million probably won't even put a dent in the infrastructure around here. If anybody's ever been to Atlanta, especially around there, around that stadium, they don't have good. The streets are not that great, and neither is the sidewalks. They would have to be redone. Probably all of the pipes would have to be redone. You probably have to pour new asphalt, because you'll have more. They want to make it like a little complex where there's food places and restaurants, food places like fast food places, and then nice upscale restaurants, and then shopping, and then the stadium. So if you're going to draw more people, that means you have to reinforce the concrete. You have to reinforce the asphalt. That's rebar. That's new pipes and all of these things. And I don't think $15 million is going to get it. So I don't know. These are some of the things that's going on around in Atlanta. Sometimes I just laugh at some of the things that I hear.
Well, articulate.
I just laugh.
Atlanta. My neighborhood's not excluded, and it's bigger than Bryan City. It's bigger than the English Avenue. We've got some real challenges in our community, and not the least of which, let's start with the impact of the stadium. You know, the community, a lot of folks haven't taken the time to really understand the work that has been invested by NCUL, by the leadership of English Avenue, Bryan City, now Castleberry Hill. There have been months spent documenting the various needs and issues that they want addressed to the community. So let's start with the deal. The deal right now, in terms of what we've been told, is a $200 million contribution from the hotel-motel tax, and the balance of which is paid for by Arthur Blank. Now, what does that mean? You know, and you know, I'm an elected official. Yeah, I'm a deacon and a member of the body of Christ, but when you put elected official, you know, we have good reason in this day and time not to trust anything these politicians downtown say. But I've lived in Bryan City for 20 years. I saw the injustice that took place with the Georgia Dome when they took lightly. They just took it. And, you know, a neighborhood that had over 280 households in it, 99% African American, they just took it. And then pretended that $8 million back in 1989 just for housing was going to be the cure that was going to solve our community's problems. Well, I submit to you that the impact and mitigations, the impact of the stadium, and the ways to mitigate those impacts are well defined by the community. There are a number of other human service capital improvements that need to be made to human capital, not just sticks and bricks.
Let me ask you, because we got a lot of folks on the phone, and I just need to ask some very direct questions.
Yes, sir. Yes,
to
sir.
the extent that you can answer. Why have not there been a affirmative declaration? Because the headline news today is the stadium deal is done. You were standing there, unless I was looking at something that I hadn't. You were standing there. Why do?
So if the deal is done and they didn't do their homework, then so be it. I find that a lot of people out here, they're so happy to be in what they call the black heaven. But now that I've been living here for, what, 6 years, I tell you all the time, it seems to be the black hell. They let people get away with so much out here that I don't think blacks and Mexicans will let people get away with where I come from. So I don't know. You tell me what you think. I know there's some people that think that this stadium deal, but this stadium is going to bring in so much revenue and that things are going to happen for this place. But there also was a news report about the city called Fayetteville, where they had built up all these schools because they thought they were going to get a lot of people influx, because they thought they were going to get some contracts and some businesses to come in there. And now they had to close 3 schools. That was just yesterday. Just this week, because they voted to close 3 schools because they don't have the kids to go into the schools. So it's a gamble, but I really don't think, I never even really heard of the Falcons, really, to be honest. So, like, are they popular? Who cares about them? I ain't never been checking for them. They ain't the Lakers, so. Lakers are losing, but people still always checking for them, so. I don't know. Are they like that? Are they popular like that? I don't know. I don't like football. I hate football players, so. I don't like football. Well, I don't know. If it's important to you, I guess you could give me a comment. You could please like this, subscribe to this, and I'll be seeing you. I'm waiting for Catfish. I'm waiting for so many shows to come back on. Alright, this is Chrysanthemum. Peace. Later.